Hello, what's up guys, welcome back to my channel, and for today's video we'll be looking at a new game called Apex Go or Top Go. Received some recommendation on trying out this game, so I'll just try out and share some tips with you. I've been playing this game for about 3 weeks and it's a very interesting game where there's a lot of factors that makes it less complicated than many other games, but it's also quite a unique play style because over here there are only 3 main resources, or I would say only two main resources for Apex Go, and main resources are cash and this like gold bar thing. So the most important resource of course is cash, where you can only use cash to upgrade your buildings and go on tours like over here. And for this game, one of the most important features that you must have are goals. You need to upgrade, and as you can see I got a lot of these. Very easy to upgrade, you don't really have to pay money to obtain the goals, except for I think some of them, but not really necessary because you have a lot of goals and you obtain them mainly through interview or through events. So it is really very simple for this game, and I'm going to share with you some tips that you should be doing. And how do you elevate your game to the next level by not spending any money? It's very simple, and as you can see, based on my rankings on this city, I'm top 150, and honestly this ranking is a lot higher because I'm saving a lot of my resources to spend it on events. So one of the events, for example, we have Ultimate CEO, and the rewards for each day, each ranking day, you will get a couple of diamonds, gold bar, and EXP, Ghost Experience. But the most important thing is the overall ranking. So it's a cumulative of the 7 days of this Ultimate CEO event, where the best reward is you're able to get a gold by itself, and I think this gold you cannot get it from interview, so it's very important for you to get into the top 30 position. And this is the second Ultimate CEO that I'm facing right now. The first Ultimate CEO I got into the top 20, so I'm able to get a special SSR goal. Didn't really spend money, it's very easy. You just have to save your resources to spend it on the day where, for example, day 1 streets, and basically you just have to save your gold bar, building card, and whiskey. But for this case of whiskey, you have to spend money to open the shop. Basically this purchase a midnight dance hall where you use the case of whiskey. But for me, as you can see, I've not purchased it, and I could still get into the top 30 to get the special rewards and items. Just play smartly and you don't really have to spend any money. So these are the tips that I'm going to share with you right now. The first tip, as I've shown, is to save your items for event. The best reward, the best event to save for is this Ultimate CEO. Of course, I will show you other random events that will come by. So one event is something like this, the luxury car collector, where basically you have to spend your upgrade car parks to the number shown here, 1000 for the first tier of rewards. But as you can see, for Ultimate CEO, there's one of the stages on vehicle where you have to spend your car parts to obtain points. So I'll recommend you to save a lot of these items to be used on this Ultimate CEO event instead. As you can see, the reward isn't as enticing as the Ultimate CEO reward. So that's my first tip, is to save your items and your resources. The second tip that I'm going to give you is, over at your street area you have many buildings, but all you really need to have is top 3, either 2 or 3 buildings where you have to max it out. As you can see, in the beginning of the game, we have hair salon, coffee shop right in the middle here. And the reason why you just have to focus on 3 main buildings is because how much your building produce really entirely depends on your goals that you put in there. For example, over here you can see that there's for this hair salon, I'm earning 23.3 million per second. And the next coffee shop, you can see that I'm earning 29.67 million. So that's really a big difference, and the difference is the goals that I put in there to work at the shop. So really, over here at the level 10, you can see is the strongest goals, and the money that you earn is exponentially increased. And this is what I want you to focus on, is to just level up maybe 3 buildings tops, because over here, if you were to see how the building is upgraded, there's an increase of 700 times for the finance, and that is equivalent to 700k gold. So as you can see, the gold bar to the finance increase for the street buildings is the same. The only difference that affects it are the goals inside, and the stronger the goals that you hired to be in the building, the more you're gonna earn. So obviously you're just gonna have to boost those buildings with the better goals, because if you are a free player, let me show you the girls page. You don't really have a lot of resources to upgrade all of your girls to like level 90. As you can see, I got some girls even at the bottom because I simply don't really have a lot of resources. When you reach the higher levels, you have to obtain like these cards. So over here, the mall, you can see that there's this like star thing. And basically for each grade of the girls, you have to use the specific grade of promote card. So for example, for the girls, there is a rare girl, super rare girl, and like a SSR girl, which requires a different promo card to use, and these can be quite hard to come by, and you have to complete like these tours to get these like star promo cards. So when you are a free player and you move later in the game, these tours get quite expensive and it's a lot more difficult for you to complete the tour. So the rate at which you are getting this promo card is getting lower and lower, so you just want to focus on getting top few girls to the top level. So how you choose which girls to level up is based on what they are good at, because each girl they have different positions, they have something that they are different. So you want to have a variety of these girls, maybe like 2 of each. For example, for positions, there are 3 main positions for girls. First are the center positions. Second, we got the vocalist, so we have center, vocalist, and lastly we got the dancer position. So you want to have a mixture of these positions and not have just upgrade all the girls which have the center position, because it will affect your studio over here. So when you record your songs, your singles, this will affect, because whichever like songs you record, there are different like positions where only the specific like center position can fill up the slot of the girl. So if you have all center positions, you cannot totally fill up the entire slot of the studio. So I'll just show you one example. So when let's say we want to record this, as you can see, there's a specific center, vocalist, and dancer position, and of course lastly are the backups. So let me just show you how it works. You record, I'm gonna skip it. So when you reach like level 25, I think you're able to skip this really long tedious process on looking at some random AI generated things when they record. Yeah, so of course not forgetting that what is very impressive about this game is the AI. How there's one like your cell phone where the girls actually talk to you, and there's free conversations where you can like sort of like look at the girls and speak with them as well. See, you can like customize and like you can just say hello and like, or just reply to it, and somehow there's an AI replying format that could reply it quite decently. So it's pretty impressive on this AI feature itself, where you can just message them. So another tip I'm going to share with you is to complete your agent gigs. So what I mean is, by over here there's like this like radar symbol thingy, complete agent gigs, because you're able to get some rewards from it. So just do it every 12 hours. It will refresh every 12 hours, these agent gigs, and it's very easy to do. Just click and it'll go, your troops will go. So once they complete, you're able to obtain the rewards. Then the second thing is collectibles. So this will be unlocked later into the game. Just complete the collectibles. You're able to, when you upgrade it, your units will be stronger, or like when you attack people, your fans will be stronger. So in this game, it's a battle game. It's still a battle game, but it really doesn't look like a battle game at all. It looks like more like a managing game. So your units, your troops, or your attacking force are these like fans over here, top right. And it's very interesting because many other games you have a specific building to train these units, to train these fans. But for this, how you get these fans is by recording your singles through your studio and completing agent gigs. Let's go over here and PR promote. So PR promote is not really like obtaining fans, but it's more of like recovering your lost units. So the rate of recovering is 80%, up to 80%. You can sort of like revive your fans. Of course, not forgetting every day you should just do your tasks, do your daily tasks. Click on these like VIP so that you can upgrade your VIP and get more bonuses the higher your VIP is. And some of the things that I want to show you to and give you tips on are the inside the mall. So we have the VIP side, which is very simple. When you reach that VIP level, you're able to buy things with diamonds at a lower cost as compared to the diamond shop, which is the full 100% cost. The second area of the mall is the group. So group is basically like in other games, could be alliance, faction. When you join the group, you're able to invest or plan. Then through investing or plan, you can get these coins, group coins, which you're able to buy items from over here. And the tip for new players is to join at least the top. If you could, just join the top faction, because if you join a better group, you're able to get more of these gifts usually in the top factions people buy more, and each time they buy you're able to collect these gifts, and these gifts contain diamonds. The more gifts you have, the more you're able to advance quicker. Group is also very important because in this game, how you level up your CEO is two ways: total sales and total finance. For total sales is how much you record from your studio or your singles, and for total finance there's a couple of ways you can get it, but the main way for you to obtain this finance is through your street buildings, where you obtain like your money per second. Over here 248 for me, 248 million. But the best way or the highest rate you will get this finance is through your group occupying landmarks. So what landmarks are buildings all over the map. As you can see over here, this is a high level landmark, and when you capture this landmark you're able to get 28 million finance straight off. My highest level 10 only has 55 million, and it's really a lot of effort, a lot of gold bars to make it that high level. So strong faction means that you don't have to spend a lot, and you can save a lot of your gold bars to spend on the ultimate CEO when the time matters, and not have to spend it right away in order to level up your CEO. So having joined a strong group is really the top tier of the priority list. Very, very important. In early game, when you just join or when you just play this game for the first couple of days, make sure to just spend your resources. Doesn't really matter, you just want to spend your resources and increase your finance. So this finance, like total finance, is public, and usually groups will look at this total finance to see how strong you are. So you just keep getting strong at the beginning and to make it look like you're a strong player, so the top groups will kind of like recruit you, and you're able to kind of leech on the fact that they're a top group. And not only that you're able to leech, but ultimately when you spend on an event that matters, you're able to get a lot stronger and ultimately stay in the group. So not to worry about leeching too much, because in the long run you're able to match up with your peers even in the top group. Yeah, so apart from this, when you reach a higher level in the game, you unlock this called parking. And what this is that over in the mall there's some like parking shop, basically like when you park you obtain like tokens. So a trick for parking is that I can't really show it right now because my parking has finished. The trick right now is to find the highest level where you can park and just park over here, even though you might be out of your league in that car park, but just park. And the good thing about this parking is that, let's say you want to keep the car slot, nobody is attacking you. Before this car park time runs out, this car park runs for every like 12 hours. Before it runs out, you can actually go to your parking area, click it, and claim your parking tokens. And what this do is that you free up your own lot and you can just join back your parking lot. So this is like a cycle. You just join back your lot when you're almost done, rather than waiting for 12 hours to time's up and this lot is free for other players to grab. So that is a tip for me on the parking war, to get more of these parking tokens and to ensure that you're always at the top tier of getting more of these tokens. Yeah, so there are many other features like this, like construction, glass, and as you can see right now today, it is the consuming glass. So I've accumulated 5,000, which is quite high. I think I didn't really spend a lot on this glass thing ever since the previous Ultimate CEO. So let me just show you when I use all of my resources to see how high I get up on this Ultimate CEO level. Okay, I've used all my glass, and let's take a look how high am I on the rank by saving my resources. And as you can see, I'm 19, my rank is 19, and I'm very sure nobody will have that much glass if they are a free player and they spend the glass away. But the best points to get for overall ranking is this last day, which is consuming experience card and upgrading and using like private photos, because I just have a lot. So what private photos are is that if once you unlock the girl, let's say Julia, and there are a few skill upgrades, and you use the photos to have a skill upgrade. And girls are just very important in this game, because the stronger the girl is, the more buffs you're able to get attacking people or even like farming gold. Always saving my resources to upgrade the girls when the event comes, so that you're just able to get really good rewards. So every week there's a stock market that opens for 6 days, and then one day it'll be closed. But honestly, for this stock market, just buy the stocks from the strongest group, and it will just be growing. There'll be profits, and when you have more profits, you're able to shop through the mall. Basically, there's a stock market section, there's a stock mall section. Here's the stock section, and as you can see, you can pretty much buy a lot of things over here. And I've not covered it on it, but for girls, there's really a lot of things. There are the upgrade skills, which is over here, skills, and there's also at the bottom, which is intimacy. So for intimacy, when you level up the girls, for some girls you're able to unlock like outfits, but the more important things is to able to attach jewelry, cars, and property. So this would level up your girls like stats, and it's very important in battles or even in recording studio singles. So make sure that most of your investments are moving towards upgrading your goals so that you are able to maximize what you're able to get from the game and even reach like top 100. I'm very sure if you don't spend any money, you are still able to reach the top tier of the city. So this is some of my tips I'm going to give you. Right, so the next thing that I'll be touching on is ultra rare goals. As you can see over here, UR. So the reason why I recommend you guys to join a strong group is because if you are in a strong group, you're able to capture more things in the map. And as you can see, there are different like landmarks, different buildings that offer different buffs, different benefits. But there are some landmarks that give you ultra rare goals, as you can see in the map UR. Those are the buildings that you capture, and then you'll be able to obtain a goal. But it's only temporary, because if you lose that building, you will also lose the goal. So when you click on the building itself, you're able to see what goal you obtain. And also bring me back to the beginning on why you should upgrade a couple of goals to a very high level and not have many goals at a mediocre level. Is because for the ultra rare goals, they are paired with your strongest goals. So for my first ultra rare is paired with a level 90, and the second one is paired with a level 85. So this is the reason why I recommend you guys to level up at least like the top like 5 top 10 goals to a very high level. It really benefit you a lot in the long run. Right, so after all your agent gigs are finished, when you have like idle goals, there are 2 ways you can like make sure that you get the most when you're not in the game. So first, there is like rallies or raids where your group would attack stadiums. So basically these are like stadiums, and you have to rally to defeat it. And when there are people that rally against the stadiums, there will be a button that's shown on top of the group, and there's a button to click auto join these rallies. So that's one way for you to, when you're not in the game, your girls are still doing something and getting like resources for you. The second way is to go to hotels, and basically for hotels you get gold bars. So what you do is just you go over to the hotel, and your group of girls will be in the hotel for maybe a few hours and obtain the gold bar that is listed on the hotel itself. So for this level 5 hotel, 15,000 after you get 15,000 gold bars after the trip, which might not seem a lot, but when you continuously gather these 15,000 or 9,000 for a lower level hotel, this really stacks up, and you're able to re-upgrade your buildings more and increase your total finance. And when your total finance increases, basically this like currently I have 250 million finance now, it accumulates offline. So when you go off the game, you know that you're always earning this amount per second. Make the full use, make sure everything is running, nothing is like idle in the game. So continue running your game, and I'm very sure that you're able to reach the top level. So this is it for my video on giving the tips on Apex Go and or Top Go. So if you like my video, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And I recently opened up membership, so if you really want to be a channel member for me, do hit the membership button. The benefits of it are shown, but the best thing is that you're able to get early access to my new videos and just get ahead of the game to see the tips in advance. So yes, I'll see you guys again real soon for my next video.
We need some passion.